Hi, my name is Tania. I'm your intro soul guide and founder here at Museflower Retreat and Spa, and today I'm here to help you to get in touch with your soul. So today I'm here to share with you my top 3 tips on how you can express your authentic voice. So if you haven't checked out my lunar cycle card reading blog or video on this lunar cycle we are in right now, which is from May 11 to June 8, I will leave the link below. So the key word or the theme for this lunar cycle is power, and the key message that came through the card reading was the power of our voice. So to be honest, I'm not like the best person who is great at expressing my own ideas or like speaking really clearly. My sisters, she used to joke like I always mumble and jumble, maybe even think that I do still now in the videos. You know, because I was born like the youngest in my family and I grew up in Hong Kong, which is like, you know, Chinese culture. So I'm really good at like just staying quiet and not say anything and just do what I was told. And it's only because I, went to school in the States and start to really learn, like I have to learn to speak up for myself, and like either in school or outside of school. This is actually a really good reflection for me. I'm thinking what kind of practices really help me to have the courage to express my truth and express, my authentic voice. And here are my 3 tips. So my first tip is chanting or devotional chanting. If you have read my blog, you know how much I do love chanting. Just thinking about singing, besides there's so many health benefits of singing. I don't even talk about chanting, but just like singing in general. It can help to improve your moods because it will like release any stress releasing hormones. It can improve your mental alertness. So there's like many benefits of singing. So chanting, it's like bringing singing into the spiritual practice. And so when we chant, it doesn't have to be just in Bhakti yoga. In fact, in a lot of, I think, cultures, spiritual traditions, and religions, there's a lot of like chanting to the deity or to the divine, to nature, and there's even dancing, with like the chanting, which is all very lovely. So to me, like chanting really helped me to open my voice, because first of all, when you chant, you really have to use your voice or your singing voice. And when we chant, I feel that, we're really inviting, we're opening up this heart space, and we're inviting this divine grace and divine love into our lives. So divine here, whichever that means, to you, what is divine to you. But for me, just that's the way how I would describe it. It's almost like you can drop it immediately. To me anyway, I can drop it immediately and to really connect with that love and grace, from inside of me and also from outside of me. So my number 2 tip is journaling and soul writing. So you guys know how much I love journaling. I mention and talk about journaling all the time. And I really am a firm believer of the benefits of journaling. So I started journaling when I was 16, and actually I only know about journaling because it was part of this writing course that I was attending during the summer. And the teacher in the course asked us to do journaling as part of the coursework. And there I found that, oh wow, like, we're not really graded on that. The teacher just want to see like we did it. And it was really the place I find that journaling is a safe space where I can have an honest conversation with myself. I can write down anything I want, and there's nobody judging me, there's nobody criticizing me. It doesn't have to be the right grammar, spelling. I can write in different languages because no one needs to understand what I write except myself. I don't even read what I write anyway. So it's just really the process of writing that I get to write my dreams. If I have any questions, challenges, insights coming through. And sometimes when I'm writing, like the insight will come through because it helps to clarify that process, that thinking process. So I really highly recommend journaling as a way to really be able to express your authentic voice through a form of writing. Now with soul writing, I think a lot of you guys know it's actually founded by my friend Sarah Walton, and Sarah and I, we work together for a few years now. We've been co-facilitating retreats here at Museflower. We also are doing another one online, which is our Harness Your Feminine Power online program in October. So what soul writing is Sarah, she guides us through into this meditation state, in sort of like in a soul journey, which is beautiful. And then through that, you're in that meditative state, and then she will guide you, she gives prompt, and then you just start writing whatever that comes through your soul and heart space. So it's sort of like bypassing what we're, thinking in our thinking mind usually, or logical mind, or, if you're taking like a writing class in school, for example, a lot of times things start to like usually come from here, but soul writing is like it's guiding us bypass through that thinking state, which is connecting to this space, in the heart, right, the soul, and just expressing whatever really we want to express. I want to find that journaling, it's like when I'm writing and I'm expressing my voice like to myself, so I'm learning to recognize how my voice really sounds like, what I truly think and what I truly feel. Now, soul writing is really interesting because I never know what's going to come up, what kind of story from my soul wants to come through. And in a way, it's expressing myself creatively. And of course, like soul writing, you don't have to do it. It's not like you have to show other people what you wrote. It can be do for yourself, but the beautiful thing of soul writing is you can use it in, if you have any creative projects, writing projects, doesn't even have to be any project, your blog. It could be like for your brand, business, even Instagram captions, it's coming from like everything's just coming from this space. And in a way, it's a different, it's different than journaling, but it's also a way to express your creative voice or your authentic voice. And I highly recommend that you check out Sarah's work. I will leave her website below. She also is hosting an upcoming workshop on writing a fairy tale with your intuition. I'll be there, so I'll leave the link below in case you want to sign up. My number 3 tip is to just let go of perfect and just practice. This tip is really obvious, but for someone like me, which is really sort of a borderline perfectionist, it's a constant reminder for myself, because I tend to not start anything until I know like it's gonna be perfect, which is never gonna be perfect. In my head, there's like this perfect, like for example, the video is like this perfect video how I envisioned, and because if I knew that I can't do what I could do like the way that I envisioned, then it's better I don't do it. The idea of filming videos for Museflower, actually I already had this idea since 2018 when I was pregnant, and at that time, of course, I have so many excuses for myself. Well, partly I'm also giving birth, so I didn't have the time at that time, but I knew how much time it would take to make videos, to edit videos, and for me, I was like thinking, there's so many videos out there already on YouTube or in the digital space. Why would anybody want to watch this video, or like what difference can I make? What can I really contribute, right, to this space? So it was like, I better not do it. It was really until, last year in the pandemic, and I really got inspired to, first of all, I have a lot more time, and I was like, second, well, got inspired, and I'm just gonna do it. And I'm just gonna do it like I'm creating an art. And creating art takes time. It takes practice. I'm not perfect from, making videos, editing videos. And just go for it. Just keep on practicing. So letting go of perfectionism. I really love, there are a couple videos I have, put in my blog. Like I said, I'll put the link below. And it's actually all interviews with Oprah, with Elizabeth Gilbert, which is, famous author, and Brené Brown, which is a famous researcher. Talking about perfectionism is really just fear, but in, masked in a different way. Whatever that you have the idea, just go for the first step. Just go the first step. It's not going to be perfect, and it's totally fine. All right, so these are my 3 tips on how you can express your authentic voice. If you have any tips, feel free to share with me. I'll be happy to hear from you. I also want to let you know that we have a survey currently running all about our online offerings. It's a 10-minute survey that we really want to ask about what you think about our online content, including these videos and our 12 Cycles of Soulful Magic. It'd be great to hear your feedback and your voice on what you think, if the videos are helpful to you, if they're interesting to you, if they're too long or they're just right. And so, yeah, please, I will leave the link of the survey below. And to say thank you for your time, we're gonna give you a $10 off voucher code for our upcoming live, any kind of online workshops for the next 1 year. So for more details, please check out the description below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! And with doing the... Malo. You're here again. You're here again. You're here again.